So then we sit in the sun for an hour. I finally warm up and we're sitting in the sun, the wind's dying down, and I'm like, Kyle, I hate diving. This is my first real dive. So I'm like, I don't like it, I don't want to do it again. I'm like, but I'm trying to be a good sport. I'm just like, this is not for me. But that was fun, I'll do it again. And I'm finally like, I was thinking that, I'm like, Mary has the right idea. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh God, it's hard to get back in the water. And then we finally stop at this cove, and we stop, and it's so hot and nice in my swimsuit, and I'm like, fine, I'll do this. And I kept thinking of ways, like, my ear hurts. Oh, we're going on an airplane tomorrow. Oh, I'm cold. Like, trying to think of ways to get out of it. And we're kind of laughing. We're like, finally we'll go down, because all the guys are wearing Speedos in the boat, so we're like, we don't want to see Speedos. So we go down, and we jump in. The water was a lot warmer, actually. We get in the water, and it's actually a lot better organized, I think, because it was so bad the first time. So we get in the water, and we start swimming along the side, and there's coral, and there's a few fish.
Yeah, and some really cool schools of fish.
Yeah, we were like swimming in the fish.
Then they let us go like right up to them. They didn't swim away. Then we saw, what did we see? We saw a blue eel.
2 blue eels, Monterey eels.
Right, those are cool.
A turtle that swam with us.
Yep, the turtle was cool. And a bunch of starfish.
Oh, and these fish with fins that they opened up, and it looks like they're flying.
Oh, yeah.
They're fake flying fish.
Yeah, when you got near them, they opened up these big blue fins. Those are cool. And the cannon that we did see was really cool. It was from a shipwreck that was over 1,000 years old.
Wow.
And everything was gone except for 3 cannons that you could still see. And the English came to that very cove, and they set up dive bells, olden scuba gear, and cables, and they retrieved all the gold that was down there. Yeah, and so that was cool. And then, yeah, the second dive was way warmer for some reason, and better visibility, more animals, less screw-ups. But they said, okay, when you get to the halfway point, you'll make a certain signal.
You go like this.
Yeah, you do that signal.
When you're halfway through your air.
Right.
It should be a third. In the States, it's the third.
And so we do this. We're halfway through our air signal, and then they're like, "Just keep swimming." Like,
keep
going. Oh, at least 5 minutes. Like maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Of like still kind of like meandering around. It was cool stuff, but it was like we don't really want to drown for this stuff, you know?
Not that good.
So we get back up to the boat, and everything's good. We had a really nice dive. And then the guide that picked us up from the hotel, you know, the tour booking company, his name was Eduardo, he took us to the scuba dive shop that was the contractor. So he came on the dive, but he wasn't the dive instructor, right? So he gets up on board with us, and he's like, these guys are crazy.
He's like, what were we doing sitting holding hands?
Yeah, he's like, what were we doing in a circle? He's like, I asked them in Portuguese. They didn't even know what to say. They said something about your blood and nitrogen and pressure. And they used all these big words, but he didn't even know. What is this operation?
It was awesome.
Yeah. So overall, the experience was incredible. It was really, really fun.
Good story.
Yeah.
But only fun because it was so...
No, we saw good stuff. It was just a little bit wild because we saw, like, we had a ridiculous time.
We were out of air.
No air, keep going. Like, computer failed, which never happens. Keep going, no problem. And the only guy that spoke English on the boat was from Belgium. And so that was a whole nother loop. But then there was the very nice other couple that came. Yep. They were from Massachusetts. Yep. School teachers or something.
They weren't a couple, they were friends.
Right, just friends. And there were the 2 Brazilian girls. Yep. The one that called Austin Dollface.
Dollface.
Because she wanted a doll that had blue eyes and blonde hair when she was young. And it was a good day overall. It was really good. We saw a bunch of countryside. It was like a 2-hour drive, and yeah, it was great overall. But good.
Ciao. Ciao.
Okay, ciao.